Right, so here we are, Payday Projects Part 16. Now those with eagle eyes may spot some continuity errors in this video, because if you remember I actually filmed this a few weeks ago and then discovered there was a problem with my memory card and I lost some of the footage that I'd taken, so I've had to sort of reshoot it. So there is a mixture of footage from both sessions. So in this episode we're fitting the Motone billet wraparound indicator brackets. I think these are quite a well-known accessory. Really nice little pieces of engineering, the CNC machined from aircraft grade aluminium. Now when we removed the original headlamp brackets, temporarily we just installed the indicators back onto the bike using the rectifier mounted indicator bracket, which actually I quite liked. It was a nice minimalist little piece. But we had intended from the start using these billet indicator brackets. It's just that at the time they were out of stock. But we now have them, so let's get on with it. Now in the box that these indicator brackets come in, you'll have two thread sized nuts. You'll have an M10 1.25 thread pitch and an M10 1.50 thread pitch. I believe the 1.25 thread pitch are designed for other OEM indicators. If you're using the Motone billet indicators like the ones I have here, or whether it be these or the anodized black ones or the polished ones, you will need the 1.50 thread pitch. Now obviously whichever indicators you're removing and refitting, the first thing you need to do is unfasten your existing indicators. Then remove your headlamp lens so that you can get to the wiring inside. Once you get in there, it's a simple matter of unplugging the two indicators from the wiring loom on the bike. Now if you're removing your standard factory indicators, you're probably going to have to just clip off the ends of the connectors on your wiring loom and replace them with standard bullet connectors. Very simple and straightforward job, which I've shown in previous videos. Now using these indicator brackets to put the Motone indicators on, you can, if you like, install them with the hinge at the back and the opening at the front as I've shown here. The only problem with this is it does leave a lot of your wiring and the actual nut itself on display, which some people might not like, although to my mind it does put the indicator in a better visually oriented position. Or as I chose to do, you can position them with the hinge at the front and the opening at the back. This makes the whole assembly look a lot more compact and tight into the forks of the bike, which is a look that I like. Also to me it does look a little bit neater or tidier. Well, it's quite simple and straightforward really. You simply place the bracket around the fork stanchion and then insert the threaded part of your indicator through it, making sure that the base of the stem of the indicator goes flat against the flat side of the bracket opening. If you look, it's slightly recessed at the back, and this is the part that the nut is designed to engage into. And simply thread the hollow nut over your cable and engage the threads. Don't tighten it up fully yet, because there's going to be some adjustment to get the angles and everything right. You can then thread your indicator wires back through into your headlamp bowl and reconnect them up. Just take a little bit of time over this. Just make sure that you get the right wires connected up to the right part of the wiring harness. It's easy to make mistakes. And once you've done that, move over to the other side and repeat the same operation. Once you've got both sides connected back up, turn on your ignition and just check your indicators for proper operation. Make sure that everything's working as it should be. You can then go ahead, carefully rearrange the wiring inside your headlamp to make sure you don't catch anything, and replace your headlamp lens. Now that's basically all there is to it. It's quite a simple, straightforward job that shouldn't take any more than about 20 minutes. And these indicator brackets are one of those parts that just adds an air of luxury to the build. As I said, the previous front indicator brackets were great. I really liked them, a really nice minimalistic look. In fact, you didn't really notice that they were there. These are a little bit more in your face, but in a nice way. They look high quality, they're really well finished. And as I say, it's just one of those finishing touches that helps really elevate the look of your build. So once you're happy that everything's working correctly and you've got your headlamp lens back on, it's time to just adjust both your indicator brackets and your indicators to make sure that they're straight, everything lines up correctly and that everything looks symmetrical before going in for that final bit of spannering just to tighten everything up. Go steady on these nuts because they are aluminium, so if you lean on them too heavy you are going to cause damage. And that's it. Now we still have the final solution for the rear of the bike to sort out. We have now decided not to replace the wheels. As you remember, we were going to have them rebuilt, but that all sort of fell through and we've not been able to find an alternative. So what we've decided to do to move things on is we're going to give the existing wheels a good clean up. In actual fact, they're not in bad condition at all, they're in very good condition, but they do need a little bit of TLC and I'll go through that with you. We've also got to put the new disc brake rotors on from EBC and some new pads in. We've got to replace the brake lines. I think at some stage we're going to do an airbox removal, and of course we've got that lovely handmade aluminium tank from Motone, and I'm going to take you through the painting process on that. Now we're in summer, my workload is getting quite heavy, so what we've decided to do is we're going to slow this build down a little bit, and the current plan now is to continue it at the rate of about 1 episode per month. I hope that's okay with you. I hope you've enjoyed this video and that you have found it useful. If you have enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I will be back on Friday as usual, where we'll be taking a proper look at that Hockliff overshare from Ashley Watson. So until then, please ride safely and I'll see you soon.